I'll just show you what we're dealing with. Kiana, my oldest, bought, I think it was chili chicken and fried rice, had it delivered. It's been in the fridge a couple days now, and you can tell she just barely went in here. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, there's a couple peas, a couple carrots, and some slithers of broccoli in there. But for the most part, it is not appealing visually. And according to her, that it doesn't taste like fried rice. It looks like a long grain basmati kind of white rice. It looks like basmati. But anyhow, forget the rice. It's been in the fridge for about 2 days now. This is day 3. In my humble opinion, mommy raised me. It is a cardinal sin to waste food. So what am I going to do? And I'm sure you've come across this, where you have lame looking fried rice and you want to cook it up a little bit. You want to make it appealing for your eyes and your taste buds. I haven't tasted it because that thing hard like rock and cold, yeah? But anyhow, this is how you save crappy fried rice. Wide non-stick pan, medium flame, and I am using a spicy stir fry oil, but you can use your favorite oil. I want this to end up being spicy because I love spicy. My daughters like spicy, and I'm sure once Polly comes of age, he will like spicy as well. Into that medium flame, as I said, I have 4 bird's eye pepper, and what I did was I gave them a cut down the center, kept them whole but a cut so the sort of heat element can still come out. Now these 2 steps here, this is totally up to you if you like spicy or not. I'm gonna give that about a minute to a minute and a half on that medium heat. If you wanted to just start with vegetable oil, no Thai chili or bird's eye chili, or what we call blue pepper in Trinidad and Tobago, of course leave it out. It's been a minute and I've got a nice little sizzle happening. I'm gonna go in with some more frozen, I'm sure it's frozen vegetables that they use in that fried rice here. And this one has corn, peas, beans, and carrots. Turn my heat down ever so slightly, and I'm just gonna mix that in. Because it's frozen, I choose to add it at this point. The other thing I forgot to mention there, since we're using a non-stick pan, if you wanted to go in with less oil, I know many of us are cutting back on the sort of unhealthy sort of ways we've been practicing over the years. So if you want to cut back on some of the oil, you can do that. I'm just going to give that another minute to 2 minutes just to heat up the frozen vegetables. The other thing I want to mention in here, you can add anything you want at this point. If you want some cabbage in here, if you want some mushrooms, if you want to add broccoli, celery, onions, whatever you want. You want to add some garlic, add some garlic in there. And speaking of which, I have some grated ginger, and I also need, I am not the biggest fan of it, some sesame oil. I just think it adds a bit more smokiness, a bit more body and everything else. And a couple days, well, not last night, if you follow me on TikTok, you will notice I showed you all, I was doing some jerk pork. I have some pieces of that jerk pork, totally optional, but again, it's all about adding stuff to enhance the plain old basic fried rice. I have it, why not use it? Yeah, I'm just going to move that around, and the sort of leftover jerk marinade on that pork, it's going to add a lovely flavor. Now, you don't have to go and make jerk pork just for this. If you have leftover chicken, you have leftover turkey, whatever. And again, it's totally optional. You don't want to add the meat component to this. You really don't have to. But just look at the color already. We're just gonna let that go for a couple minutes for the flavors from that jerk to come out and spread and do all kind of niceness. The kitchen is already smelling lovely. You may have noticed I went in and I pulled out the stems from the bird's eye or bird pepper. If you have your habanero, scotch bonnet, whatever, and again, it's totally optional if you want that heat component to it. At this point, we're gonna go in with the lame rice. Gosh, it's greasy too, boy. So maybe I should have cut back. Wow, I can't believe how greasy this thing is looking. Anyhow, that might just be water, moisture kind of thing. We can hope, yeah? So I went in with that rice there. It's springtime, so I might have a lot of green onions or spring onions. Some of you call it scallion in the garden. Yeah, that's making its appearance in there. I've got mushroom flavored soy sauce. Just gonna pour that all over. And I like the sort of sweetness and smokiness of hoisin. Boom. If you want to add a bit of oyster flavored sauce in there, yo, partner, all of you going in there, you know. When we say waste not, want not. Anyhow, fingers dirty. I have to wash my hand, and then we'll hit this good mix and let everything heat through. And boom, bam, look at that. In about what, 7 minutes or so, we will have revitalized the economy. The economy. Anyhow, we're gonna revitalize this rice to something that's appealing both visually and on your taste buds as well. I did raise my heat back up to medium high because the whole idea is not to get this soggy. Now I don't want to ruin it by making it soggy, but you notice how all those colors are coming together. That onion, and you know that spring onion will have a nice little garlic finish to it as well too. I just find the fresh stuff from your garden just makes everything so much better. If you don't have, you don't hate. I'm just saying, maybe it's time for you to do a little gardening, yeah? Anyhow, just gonna heat this through. Now if you have shrimp, yo, you have frozen shrimp there, those pre-cooked shrimp. This is probably the only time you will hear me recommend using pre-cooked shrimp, but toss in some pre-cooked shrimp in here, and you know, boy, you're eating good tonight. And this is a one pot kind of meal it came down to at the end here, right? You don't need no sweet and sour chicken. Oh, what exactly is sweet and sour chicken, boy? You see them ball, always be putting them orange sauce on there. Canada, I'm talking to all of you. That's just nasty. That's foul. That is rude. Or they're just gonna ruin the people Chinese food. Anyhow, we're just gonna heat that through and then we're done. Look on camera, just peep. You can see where we went from to this. Tell me that's looking good now. Boy, that's smoke coming out, which means it's heated all the way through, but you can give it a test. You will notice I didn't add any salt to this because that mushroom flavor soy sauce did the job for me, yeah? But give it a taste if you want to add a bit of salt in here, if you want to add some. You know, some people like white pepper. I don't like white pepper. CaribbeanPot.com, you just learn how easy it is to enhance other people's mistake by serving them and allowing you to pay huge money, because I sure she buy this on Uber Eats. And between the restaurants and Uber Eats, and I don't blame the restaurants because I know what Uber Eats do to these restaurants. Charge them a whole anyhow, the money goes back to Uber, not the restaurants. Sorry to get off topic there, but Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, we just learn how to enhance basic fried rice into something that's more appealing. It's looking good, eh? Alright, I'm not gonna tuck in. You're not gonna see me tucking in, but you can hear about it later. I ain't bathed for the day yet, so the mug shut and polish up as it's supposed to be on camera. Anyhow, give this one a try next time you come across some lame fried rice. Alright? Alright. What's up, soldiers? Don't forget to click subscribe. If you've already clicked subscribe, hit that bell notification thing. I want to all you missing out on the new videos, man. Come on, click.